Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Szabo, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna. Amelia.
And I'm Lacey G.
That threw me off.
Sorry. From now on.
Amelia.
I'm kidding.
Just wait.
Amy.
In the next album, she's gonna have a song called "Fuck You, Amelia." Amy, that was good. That is so good.
I didn't mean to throw you, Nick.
Have you been thinking about that all day?
Yeah. It's Friday.
Amy, I do have to give you kudos. We're going to get into all of it, but you are a champ. You are a champ for the way that you handled everything.
It's funny.
It is funny. So funny. It is funny. But I don't know that I would have thought it was funny if it was Lacey. We were all having a good time. Of course, there was nothing directed at you, but just from the change of, oh, this song's to Amy. I hope it's a good song, to, oh, wow.
Yeah, it was funny to get you on video being like, I hope it's a good thing. But I will say, because we're talking about the song Thank You, Amy, because we had our live stream listening party the night that the album came out. And, of course, we've all heard the song Thank You, Amy, where she basically says, fuck you, Amy.
Yes.
That was the funniest. I have not laughed that hard. Like, my stomach was hurting because I was laughing so hard. Just to think of, like, out of the four of us, for a name to be mentioned, the fact that it was Amy and the fact that that's what it was is just, that's so funny.
It is.
That is so funny.
It is.
But I'm so sorry.
It's okay. And I'll go by Amy.
Does it make you feel better that it was written by Aaron Dessner and Taylor Swift?
Yes.
That's good, right?
Or does that hurt more?
Yeah.
You know, I guess it just depends on the day.
And, I mean, Amy is not spelled the same at all.
And we know it's not about Amy.
Yes.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah.
So what are y'all, okay, so we've had a full weekend with the album. How's everyone feeling right now? What is everyone's just like general thoughts? Because I cannot go longer than 10 seconds without thinking about this album.
Same. Having a normal weekend after our whirlwind of a night Thursday, we had a lot of stuff going on Friday, and then getting back in the regular world where people weren't talking about it. I'm just like, what's it like to not be a fan? Because being a fan is so fun, and it was just so consuming. I have not had all the proper time with the second album. I'm not going to lie. I'm still in on the first. I got into my couple of songs and would play those over and over and over. And I'm still listening to all of it, but I haven't given the second half the proper attention yet because I'm still taking in the first. Mm-hmm. I've listened to it all the way through twice now. How about everybody else? More than that?
Yeah, well, we had our listening party when it came out, and it's tough. I mean, with our listening party, obviously, like, it's tough to really take it in, you know, because you're just trying to, it's a lot. And then when she surprises with the second album, I mean, 31 new Taylor Swift songs, that's a lot. And I think this is going to be an album where we're learning new things about it for a long time to come. Yeah. I went to New York this weekend, and so I listened to it on the plane. And actually, on the way back, I was really excited because it's a 4-hour flight from New York to Dallas. And I looked at Ryan and I said, I finally get, like, for the first time over the weekend, I was like, I get fully uninterrupted time to listen to the album twice. And so what I did is I downloaded all the lyrics. And so on the plane, I listened to the album front to back, and I just read the lyrics. And that makes such a difference than just like listening to it, just because of when you're reading it and you see where she uses quotations and, like, you know, certain things. I think it makes a really, really big difference. And I think what makes this album, obviously I'm biased. I will say that. I mean, that's just true. But I do think that this album is a masterpiece. And I think it's a masterpiece because this album is not for everyone. You know what I mean? I think this album is not for the general public. I don't think it's for casual listeners of Taylor Swift. I mean, yes, everybody should listen to Taylor Swift, but I think it's very evident that she wrote this album for her and for herself, and we get the honor of listening to it. And I think in this album, she's angry, she's expressive. It's almost like in all of her music leading up to it, she had experiences that she tried to write in a way that was relatable and more like universal. And it's almost like that like people pleaser kind of thing. And I think she left her people pleasing, behind and wrote this album. Like she wrote what she wanted to say. She used the words that she wanted to use. And she talked about the experiences that she wanted to talk about. And not everybody was ready to hear it,
Because she said in the past that she would have to have her albums be approved, and she stopped doing that for like Folklore and Evermore. She just wrote, put it out there. And that's what I think she did with this album. She said she's been working on it for 2 years, and she's definitely been hinting on it. But I saw Nikki King this morning on TikTok, and she was showing for the past 3 years how long she's been hinting at this. But said, I think that she had the idea of the album, maybe not necessarily the songs, because she can write and make songs like that. She did it for Folklore and Evermore. But all these dates are on 11/11. 11/11/2021, she did 2 interviews. That's whenever she went on Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers. And whenever she was talking about Go Down the Rabbit Hole with Me, she was wearing the white outfit for Jimmy Fallon. Then she was in that black revenge dress for the second one. In 2022, she released 17 more tour dates for the U.S., doubling the original tour. And then in 2023, on 11/11, she sang the first mashup of the Eras tour.
Oh.
And Nikki King has all this broken down on TikTok. But I mean, that's how long she's been hinting at it. That's why, even though she's been flashing the 2s, we didn't know. Is it a double album? Is it something else? Is she hinting at something now, or is she hinting at something 3 years in the future?
For me, this album is so dense, like we've talked about. There are so many words, and in a good way, it's so wordy.
It's very convoluted.
It's hard for me to take it in. And so, like, we'll get to our initial rankings a little bit later, but, like, these are just the songs that I'm vibing with, and I don't know why yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I still have no idea where I'm going to fall after we're done breaking this album down, which is going to take a while because this is a lengthy one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so dense, and it is so different that it's getting hard for me to wrap my brain around everything.
Yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed. I did a lot of jumping around the album this weekend, and I need to go back and just start from the beginning and go through.
Which is obviously an artist places certain songs in order because it tells a story. And I think what's really cool about listening to this one front to back, by the very end, the last track being the manuscript and then starting the story all over. But I like that you said that you're overwhelmed, Amy, because I am too. But I almost feel like that's the point. Like, I think we're supposed to feel that way. Like, we're supposed to feel like we're on the floor, like, oh my God, I have so many emotions. I'm so confused. I'm overwhelmed, because that's how she's been feeling the last 2 years that she's been writing this, Like, I almost feel like that was intentional.
Yeah, she's writing a lot about coming out of a very long-term, serious, thought you were the one forever type relationship. And then she goes into what we can call a rebound with kind of the bad boy. And there's so many emotions and feelings, and it was quick and it was over. And there's a lot of feelings and emotions to get out. I think I even saw one creator say, like, yeah, this is a long album. It's almost just like word vomit. Like, she has all these emotions that she's just trying to purge and get out of her system.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, she's pent up. There's just so much happening. And, yeah, there's going to be a lot of emotions and confusing feelings and thoughts.
Yeah. And I think that, like, as students of Swift, I think it makes a difference when, like, I don't know. Like, there were certain songs that I listened to the first time, the second time, whatever. When I listen to them the third time, I get a different emotion that I did the first 2 times, or I understand something different, or I pick up something different. And it's almost like I think about when she said that the Look What You Made Me Do video had things that we wouldn't understand for years. I almost feel the same way about this album. Like, I feel like there's going to be things that we don't understand for years. But I also think that she's referencing things not just from the last 2 years, but from the last 10 years. If you look at her, her rebound relationship, like, that actually goes back 10 years.
Apparently they've been together before this.
You know, before this,
Situationship.
like this kind of like situationship, like I don't even want to say the one that got away, but like, you know, it's just kind of this like ebb and flow, like in ways that we didn't see before, but like where she's kind of shedding light on it now. But I think it also just proves that we don't know Taylor Swift. You know, we can listen to her music and read her lyrics 100 million times and do this entire podcast and have all these like fan theories and stuff. But I think with this album, she's just proving that there's the Taylor Swift that she chooses to show us and there's a Taylor Swift that she doesn't. And I think this is like, I think it's just really, I don't know. And that makes me respect it so much more. Like, it's almost like she didn't write this album for me. I've said my whole life that her discography is the soundtrack of my life, but I think the Tortured Poets department, the Anthology as a whole, is the soundtrack for her, not for me. You know what I mean?
But with the rollout, she did all that for us.
Oh,
So
yeah.
She wants us to see this part.
Yeah, no, I guess I just mean to say that she's writing in her experiences for her and not to like make them super like relatable to the average person like she would before. You know, like she would go through a very public breakup and write about it in a way that any regular person going through a breakup could relate to. But now she's also writing about stuff that it's like, this is the most popular person on planet Earth right now, and we are getting to see like inside her mind with this album, you know? Like,
And
I think that's really cool.
Sharing that,
Yeah.
which is crazy. We didn't know all this about her, and she's choosing to share that,
Exactly.
which is just that's why her songwriting is so incredible. That's why she doesn't just write about her ex-boyfriends. No, she writes about her life experiences, and she's telling us what is going on inside of her head. And that's insane to me. Some feedback that I've seen from the internets, someone tweeted and said, Taylor said, you want synths? Have them. You want folklore? Have it. Everybody gets everything. I'm a god. And someone responded saying she gave the pop stand bops, and she also gave the ones begging for Woodville what they wanted. Oh, gracious mother. Some stats someone shared, only 23 albums in history have ever sold 1 million copies in a single week. Taylor Swift did that in one day.
That's nuts.
She's also 7 of those above albums that have sold 1 million copies in a single week. But Tortured Poets in a single day. How incredible.
It's pretty special.
Yeah, she sold 1.4 million. It's the most she's ever sold of an album. It's her best-selling first day album sales ever. And then also just the staggering number are the streaming numbers. So before Tortured Poets Department came out, Midnights was the most listened to album in one day. That had 185 million and some change streams in just one day. Tortured Poets Department got 313 million streams in one day.
Well, it broke the record for pre-saves too. I
Yeah.
mean, before it was even out.
Believable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
I wonder how she feels about that.
Is that too daunting of a number or too much to live up to?
I don't know. Or like, I wonder if she had set maybe expectations for herself. Did she? I don't know. I'm really
Right. Did she meet those?
like, I'm really curious
And
as
that's
to
also
like
with-
how she feels about it.
Very little promotion. She didn't really promote this album a whole lot. A couple social media posts and a couple email blasts to her fans, but like there wasn't a lead single. There wasn't a big promotional round where she's going to 10 talk shows. She's not on SNL performing. There's not a lot of
We got all the
promotion.
puzzles.
We got some puzzles and stuff, but there wasn't the traditional. There were some billboards out and about, but it wasn't like this big, full speed ahead, all hands on deck promotional cycle.
And it did feel like, because it felt like, the puzzles, the QR codes, like all of that happened like just in the days leading up to it. And I feel like that promo really was for the diehard people that understand how to solve those puzzles, and then everybody else just gets to see our findings, if I dare say. But yeah, it's interesting because for a moment I got really confused on. We were like, okay, the Tortured Poets Department, like academia, library, okay. And then like the day of when we get like the teaser for the Fortnite music video, we're like, okay, wait, insane asylum, like black and white, like what? Okay, like wait, what's like the vibe? And then also we have like throwing things into evidence. We're like, is this like a murder mystery? Like for a second I was like, wait, like what are we? Where are we? And then kind of listening to the album, I understand it better. But leading up to it, I was like, oh wait, what are we doing? What's the vibe? What are we wearing? What about the sparkly outfit I got for the Eras tour? Do I need to throw that out? Like
bury it. Yeah. And then we had our streaming party up all night. You two ladies had to turn around and go to work for the morning show early o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, Amy and I went and took like a cat nap. Slept like a solid 45 minutes. Got up, showered, and went to the morning show, our first morning show of the day. It's crazy though how those solid 45 minutes made quite the difference. But it's weird because like leading up to it, like I just know my body and the way that new Taylor Swift music is just like gives me such an adrenaline. The Swifties Zoomies, as we've said. And I just like, I knew that would happen. Like, I honestly think I had 1 cup of coffee on Friday.
I think we all did pretty good.
We all did pretty good.
Yeah.
Because then we went to the TV show. We were on Morning on Merritt Street to be on their morning news segment to talk about Taylor and women in music. And yeah, I thought we did pretty good.
I thought we did great.
I haven't watched back.
You haven't watched it?
No,
it's pretty good.
I
watched it.
You
I
did
thought
great.
we all did good.
You did really. Lacey, you did fantastic. So did you, Nick.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I
You did
mean,
great, too.
So did you.
I think we all did. I know that first question, I think I just talked around in circles and didn't really give an answer. That's how I felt in that moment. I was like, oh, just giving that old dancing around. That's definitely how I felt in that moment. I also felt like a hot mess. I'm not going to lie, as we're in hair and makeup and I'm just getting critiqued for having flat hair and bushy eyebrows.
You hadn't slept. Hadn't slept. We told everybody there, we're like, we have not slept. We have been up all night. Like you can't beat yourself up for that when we literally had not slept.
Picking dog hair off me because I don't even own a lint roller. I just throw my stuff in the dryer and hope to God the dryer is going to get it all off, and it doesn't. So yeah, having to get cleaned up for HD cameras was a little bit humbling. Let me know that I think I just walk around a mess in my normal life.
Yeah, it's okay. When we walked in, because we walked in and one of the producers was like, "Do you guys need hair and makeup?" I was like, "No, I think we're good." And she was like, hair and makeup is that way. Like, all right.
You need attention.
Like, okay, just all right. Thanks so much. But yeah, I thought we did. I was really nervous, like really nervous. But it was a cool experience.
Very cool. Very, very grateful that they had us on. It was so much fun. And then the fun didn't stop there. You went to New York. Mm-hmm. I went home, had another interview with someone. Nick had another interview. Who'd you talk to, Nick?
Oh, that's right. I got to talk to the BBC.
That's
I got
so
to talk
cool.
to BBC Radio.
How did that go?
It was wonderful. So it was really late at night for them. It was like midnight or something. But they talked to me, and then they talked to a mom and her daughter who are Swifties, and then me. I was asked like 2 questions, and the mom and daughter, I think, were asked 2 questions, and the guy kind of...
What did they ask you?
They asked me, like... It wasn't really a question. He was like, so, Taylor Swift's pretty big. And I answered, I don't know what I said. And then another question
You should have been like, who?
he was talking about, which is one of my favorite things to talk about, luckily, was the marketing behind Taylor Swift. And I just got to say how I just love how she encourages multiple listenings to her different songs and music videos and stuff. And that's just so smart. And it's a genius way to market yourselves and to create more listeners. And yeah, that was fun.
What was the interview that you did, Lacey?
I did one with Fort Worth Magazine. Guy I've talked to before, Stephen Montoya. He was wanting to talk some Taylor Swift. So he texted me and asked if I was available, and I was like, yeah, I haven't been asleep yet. We can talk, no problem. And just talked his ear off about it. So that was
cool.
Yeah, that was good. And then a lobster tagged us. We were on Inside Edition.
Yeah. Okay, so did y'all see the clip that they used of us?
Yeah, it was great.
I thought it was so funny because in reality, so they showed like a really, really quick clip of us like screaming, like being excited. We were actually screaming because we got the live stream to work in that moment. But they like took that and kind of put it with like just the excitement of the new album, which is correct. We were screaming later on, but that moment that they took, I thought was so funny because we were so excited that the live stream because we had technical issues.
Yeah, we had technical issues. I set up a live stream. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. I set up this live stream.
It's okay.
We scheduled it. We sent it out for people to RSVP and come back. And we got in there, and there was 1,000 people like in the waiting room and everything. And I was testing the live stream on a separate live stream, like a private back end channel. And I was just testing that as we were getting set up to make sure it worked. And so I took that stream down, and then it just wouldn't start the correct stream. So I don't know what happened.
I don't know. We're very new to YouTube, so I don't know. But then we started another one, and we were just like, go over there. But it's funny because so we were live streaming on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And the way that our live stream parties work is that we listen to the music on our headphones because we don't want to get flagged for playing copyrighted music. And so then our live stream party like saves to our YouTube page. So because some of our listeners like to go back and like listen with us. But the people that don't listen to our podcast but just happen to come across our video, all the comments are like, y'all aren't even playing the music. This is dumb.
I can't hear it.
Like, this is so stupid. And it's like, you had to be there.
Because it is like a silent disco.
Yeah.
That's a popular thing now, but we can't. There's a reason why we don't play music on this podcast. I mean, we can't afford to get in trouble over it. We don't want to get taken down.
Yeah.
Taylor doesn't want her music being played, or on our stream. But much more than that, like it would be annoying anyway because we'd all be listening maybe at different times. There'd be feedback. I mean, technically that wouldn't work anyway. This was the best solution, but that's why we did it that way. But gosh, what a fun night with y'all.
Yeah.
It was such an incredible night.
It was.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was just airdropping myself something. Sorry. Do y'all want to hear our Merit Street interview?
You have it?
Yeah. Do you want me to play it?
Oh my God, I'm kind of nervous to hear
like
it back.
5 minutes.
I'm nervous, but yeah, sure. I
We can
most
play it,
definitely
and if
didn't
it's
like
bad, we
answer
can-
the question, but yeah.
We can play it, and if it's bad, we can just cut it.
Okay, play it.
You don't want to?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just like Anna. I feel the anxiety. I think it was all fine in the moment. I was really, really proud of us. But then to hear it back, I'm going to critique myself.
And just to be clear, like, so the segment was called Women in Music. And it was 2 segments. And so in the first segment, the one before us, it was about women in music of the past. So they talked to like an expert who talked about Dolly Parton, Tina Turner, Madonna. And then we were part of the women in music of current day, I guess. So it was about Taylor Swift and Beyonce specifically, just to set the scene.
Okay, so this is us on Morning on Merit Street.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Summer is right around the corner and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. That's chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.
Welcome back. Okay, so the two women who are at the top of the music industry right now are Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Instead of competing, these two artists and their labels even move album release debuts around so they both get a chance to shine. But let's just face it, it's not all rosy. They've also dealt with criticism from parents who may not be so on board with the messaging. Now, joining me now are the hosts of the 13 podcast. They are radio personalities and hosts of the nationally syndicated Kid Craddock Morning Show. We've got Anna Szabo, Nick Adams, and Lacey G. Thank you, you three. I'm so glad to have you this morning. I actually started in the radio industry, so this is nostalgia for me. It's kind of coming back home in full circle and talking about artists. But these guys are iconic in today's terms. So, Anna, let's start with you. What is it about these two artists that have such allure?
I mean, they are... obviously, I'm a little biased because I host a 13 podcast, but both Taylor Swift and Beyonce are living legends. I truly believe so. I mean, if you look at their careers, they've had careers of 15 plus years, and we're going to look back at their careers for years and years to come. And I think it's incredible that we get to experience it in real time. We are seeing both Taylor and Beyonce just make history time and time again, and we get to experience that, and I think that's incredible. But I think part of it is, their music and their art truly comes from the heart. I think so. I think, if you look at Beyonce's album, even with Cowboy Carter, it's so rich in history and culture. And you look at Taylor's album and it's rich in literature. And it's an incredible thing to experience both of them, especially together at the same time.
Yeah, Lacey, there's been a lot of talk about the relationship. We mentioned that they will pivot and move album release dates to honor and respect one another. So from the outside in, talk a little bit to that.
I think it's amazing to see two powerful women empowering each other and supporting each other instead of being pitted against each other. They both celebrate each other for what they're doing and continue to break records and make moves that other people weren't willing to do. So I think that's incredible.
Yeah, Nick, let's talk about the genre shift. We talked about Beyonce's Carter Country, the whole shift into the country scene. Taylor has obviously pivoted between pop, indie rock. How unique is this for these two popular artists to be able to do that in today's day?
Yeah, it's very difficult. If you're an artist signed to a major label, it's a big no-no to switch up your genre because the music label, they are investing so much money into marketing your album, producing your album, making sure people go to your concerts. So to switch that up, that's a risky thing. But people like Beyonce, like Taylor, they are the biggest people in the industry. Yeah. So they know, along with their record labels, they know a calculated risk is okay to take at times, because if they release an album that's a flop, it's not going to affect their bank account. It's not going to affect their status in the music industry. The record label is still going to sell a ton of albums. So they know that they can get away with it a little bit. But now with the internet, you're going to see a lot more artists doing that, because you can make an album in your bedroom and put it online. Yeah. And you don't have to listen to a record label what they say.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole industry has changed.
Yeah.
You guys have been up listening to the drop, right? It was one album, then there was the surprise album. Talk to that. I just want to state for the record, I mean, our audience are midlife women, so the moms of the young girls, young boys who are listening to this music. So few choice words involved in that. Some of the messaging has been cause for concern for some of the parents. So how do you speak to that?
I would like to say that they're not writing specifically for children, and then it's up to the parents if they want them to be able to listen to it. It's not geared towards children, but it is still children are welcome. She has plenty of young fans. She has plenty of older fans too. So I don't think that she's writing from her experience and what she wants to say. It's not geared towards 9-year-olds, but they're more than welcome to listen to it if they want to. She has some choice words in there, but in my opinion, nothing that you wouldn't already hear on the radio anyway.
But she's also writing about like lessons she's learned in life. And so, yeah, you may not have your 9-year-old listen to a certain song that's a little steamy or spicy. You probably don't want to hear about that, but eventually you can still let your young children learn from the mistakes of other people. And Taylor Swift and Beyonce, they call themselves out on mistakes they've made and say like, hey, I messed up, don't do it yourself. But that doesn't mean that's for 5-year-olds to listen to.
Right.
You know? Just like a movie. You know, you're not going to let a 5-year-old watch a rated R movie. It's up to the parents to decide what they can hear and when.
Right, a good point. And I mean, they are notorious for writing about their lives, and everybody jokes, oh, you don't want to be a part of their past because it's coming out in song and it'll make them millions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all right, well, interesting. I mean, obviously, it's a big day today in the business, and a lot of people listening. I appreciate you both coming on.
Thanks for having
Morning
us.
on Merit to talk about it and to talk about just, you know, all the iconic women that we have presented over the past couple of minutes. Again, personalities Anna Szabo, Nick Adams, Lacey G. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll be right back.
Yay, we did so good.
That was great.
We did good.
We did. It was
That was
good.
better.
And we
Everyone
looked
looked great.
And we looked
Everyone
good.
sounded great.
And
Good
Amy
answers.
was there.
I was there.
Amy was there.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to be on camera.
You didn't want to be on camera.
It would be crippling.
The anxiety, the nerves.
I'm so glad it was y'all.
Well, and I knew that because I was the one that was talking to the producers. She was asking for like our names and everything, and I was like, if possible, Amy Nichols does not want to be on camera, but she will be there because I didn't want to put you through that. I thought that was a good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
But she came in solidarity and
Got
was
some behind the scenes.
Amy was our content creator that day, which
was really, really nice, Amy, because you never wanted to be on a podcast. You just happened to be good at it and ended up doing this. But you don't like the attention. You don't want.
No.
You're fine without that.
Yeah.
So I mean, thank you for coming. You could have just said nope.
Yeah.
Have fun.
we're a team.
Yeah.
Have fun.
We're a good team.
Yeah, I agree. That was good. That was better than I
You remember?
feared.
Then I felt. Yeah.
Lacey, your interview, can we see that anywhere? Was it like a written, like a...
Yeah, that's Fort Worth Magazine. You can Google it. Actually, we're gonna be updating the 13podcast.net. We have a lot more featured in that we've been on, so I'll be updating. Rihanna will be updating everything there. Nick,
Rihanna is the name of Lacey's niece.
my niece. Yeah,
Not like Rihanna's
the
not
billionaire.
working.
That's why
for
she
us.
hasn't put out her new album yet.
She's been updating our featured on section.
Yeah.
Nick, I do have beef with you though after that interview because you're just so stinking cute, and your dad was at home taking pictures of us, and I've got like one fake eyelash closed, one fake eyelash open.
What?
I look. Nick's dad took all these
that was
screenshots.
Anna's
dad. My dad.
It was your dad? Mm-hmm. Oh, that makes more. Well, hold on. That doesn't make
So
more
you got
sense.
beef with her dad? We love Anna's dad.
No, this has nothing to do with the picture taker. This has to do, out of all the photos that he sends, then there's Nick just sitting there looking so cute. You don't even look like you're on TV. You look like someone's just snapping photos of you.
Okay. What am I supposed to
and
say?
And Anna, you too. But you were talking.
You got an email.
Sorry, I did. Sorry, I got to turn that off now.
But okay, I was like, wow, they both have really supportive parents. But no, it's just Anna's parents after all.
I did.
My dad was so cute. He took a video of the TV, but he recorded the whole segment on his phone, of the TV, which is so cute.
Well, and my parents were supportive because I just logged into my parents' cable. That's how I was playing it just now because they recorded it so that I could go back and watch it.
Aww.
It was very cute.
Yeah, it's very nice.
So sweet. What a good time.
Yeah. Well, do we need to start getting into our initial rankings?
I think so.
Yes,
The Torture Post
which
Department.
is probably the hardest initial ranking I think we've ever had to do.
We
just
say that
because-
every time.
I know, but this time it's more difficult. I feel like.
I don't disagree with you.
Because there's 31 songs,
Yeah.
and are we doing 5? Was that the
Yes.
plan?
It has
Yeah,
to
I
be
think
5.
I think 5.
Okay.
Has to be. No cheating.
Okay, so I'll start first.
Okay,
I'm
we'll just
gonna
go in our usual order.
Yeah, we'll start in our normal order. And again, guys, I am picking these solely based on the vibe I'm getting from it. I still don't know what half these songs are even talking about.
And we will.
You know, we will eventually. But these are just the ones that, just off the bat, this is what I'm feeling after a couple days with the album. So for me, number 5 on the Tortured Poets Department, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me?
Who's
You
afraid?
should be. I love it. It's a wonderful song. Her voice sounds great in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I do just love how it's kind of a badass line, like, oh, little old me? Who's afraid of little old me? Well, you should be.
You should be.
I do love that. Because clearly she is a boss. At whatever she puts her mind to, she's going to accomplish it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you think these re-records are a bad idea? Are you afraid of little old me? Well, you should be.
You should be.
Because here's what's happening. And guess what? I was right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How do
I love that
people
one.
not listen to her by now? I mean, she's proven it time and time again that she is not to be fucked with.
Yeah.
And people are still, oh, yeah, who's Taylor Swift anyway? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Nick. Although, I've got a different number 5. And again, I had a busy weekend. I did not get to spend all my time with the album like I would have liked to. So, mine is first album Heavy. That's just where I've spent more time, and those are the earworms that got me first. So, number 5 for me, Florida.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that song. I have done no research on it. I did see that Emma Stone has a writing credit.
Yeah,
on
I
it.
need to look into that.
Someone was saying that she's credited as a vocalist, like she's singing in the background or something.
It said oddities,
Okay.
which maybe feels like inspiration. I don't know. I need to
We'll
look
get into
that
at some point.
We will get into that when we get into the song.
That'll be about 2 months from now when we get into Florida.
It's with Florence and the Machine.
Yes.
Beautiful sound. Florida is a hell of a drug. I mean, just being able to listen to that song together with y'all, and we're all jamming out. And there's several references about Florida and Texas, and there are reasons why. Florida is where she last performed. Isn't that where her breakup was announced? I want to say it was either announced there or it came out.
It was like the first show after the announcement.
Okay. So then between Florida and Texas was kind of where she was wrapping things up and dealing with it. And
And it was like a fortnight, right? It was
Yeah.
2 weeks in between those shows.
I also saw someone point out, and again, we're going to deep dive into all of the songs for the next 31 weeks. But I saw someone point out that it could also be a reference to The Truman Show, the movie. Because she kind of, the whole idea of everybody's watching this character and everything. And the movie, I think, takes place somewhere in Florida.
yeah.
Yep.
And they had pointed out, how in the Eras tour at the very, very end, we're like, what is that door at the end? And she takes a bow with that door behind her. That's the ending of the Truman Show movie also. Whoa. Which could be like just, and this is why I'm so excited to get into the songs, because I feel like every single song has like the pop culture story level of it, and then the like literature level of it, and then the emotional level of it. Like there's so many layers to every single song. And again, I don't know if that's true. I did see that was just like a theory I saw either on TikTok or Twitter or somewhere. But I thought that was interesting.
That is
interesting. This morning when I woke up, like I turned my shower on, and as I was waiting for the water to get hot, I was like scrolling and I saw that and I was like, oh my God.
All right, Amy, what's your fifth favorite?
Yes, I look in people's windows.
I knew that would be on your top 5. I just knew it. That is such an Amy song.
It's short.
I'm sorry, Amelia.
Yes, thank you. It's short and sweet, and it leaves me wanting more. I don't know. It is a me song.
Yeah.
All right. Anna, fifth favorite?
Oh, my fifth favorite, I have Down Bad. That is that's a bop if I ever heard one. Yep. And I saw that Taylor liked a TikTok of someone being like, I don't know if I'm supposed to like throw it back at the club to this song or cry. And I saw that she liked that video, and it's so true, and it's so catchy. Down bad. I just I'm obsessed immediately from when we heard it the first time.
Yeah,
I knew that it would be a favorite.
So naysayers, people who just skimmed the album and was like, oh, that wasn't the sound I was expecting. I said, well, you're looking for a particular sound. She doesn't always duplicate herself, but go listen to Down Bad. That's the song that you're wanting then, if you want some of the previous Taylor bops and stuff. I mean, I love Down Bad a lot, but I would tell people, well, then go check that one out. Go see what you think about that one and then come back.
And she did bless us with giving like a little description of each song. And I think for this one, she compared it to like a girl, like the character of like this girl gets like abducted by aliens, and then they take her back and she's like, wait, no, what? No, come back. I kind of liked that. But also like love bombing, I think was in there somewhere. But again, we'll get into it.
So for me, my fourth favorite song on this album is Thank You, Amy. It's for several reasons. We've already talked about how I just think for the rest of my life, every moment will have to live up to how funny that was for us.
Yeah.
I was crying, laughing. Couldn't tell you the last time I cried laughing. I mean, I'm sure it was sometime on this podcast. We talk about escalators or something. But I was crying, laughing. It was hysterical. And I do kind of like here was a bad situation, but you know what? I am completely over it. Almost a little bit thankful for this terrible thing that happened to me, and I've moved on. So I'm wondering if this is what she's using to close the door on all of this drama. I'm hoping she is, maybe. Like, we're done. I have moved past it. I've said everything I needed to say. Let's forge ahead and not think about these other two people again.
Can I share something about this song?
Yeah.
This might be controversial because it's, it says thank you, Amy, K-I-M capitalized. Mm-hmm. I actually don't think it's about Kim Kardashian. I think we know that Taylor's obsessed with red herrings and distractions and things like that. And I think that's the point. I think it has one name in it, Amy, and she gives us this other name, Kim. But in the lyrics of the song, she talks about how, like, I changed your name in songs. I changed the clues so only you and I know what these songs are about. Like, I almost think that it's about someone that we probably don't even know. Mm-hmm. And somebody pointed out that Amy in French means friend. Like, it could be a friend that she had a falling out with. Oh. Someone that she told her mom about that her mom hated for whatever reason. Or, you know what I mean? Like, and I think it's kind of intentional for us. She wants us to look one way when it's actually about something else, because that's the whole point of the song. Like, the whole point that she's saying is, like, I've been writing songs about you and no one knows they're about you but you do. You know what I mean? And so, like, granted, it most definitely could be about Kim Kardashian, and it's exactly everything that you said. But something in me feels like it's actually not.
Could be. I mean,
there's no way to know.
Cool.
There's no way to know. But the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, I think that's what I think she wants, like, almost like the headlines to be like, oh, Taylor Swift, like, go Kim Kardashian again. But it's like, it's actually not about, like, she's almost making us look like fools by making us think that. Yep. But I don't know. That's a
good thought.
That's just that's my theory.
Awesome.
And I do hate that Kim K is now dragged back into this album. We know how much she hurt Taylor. So I understand if that is what Taylor wants to do. She's said before, I won't forgive and I won't forget.
Yeah.
Like, you did me dirty. She caused her great, great, great trauma. And she has said that before. But then I just hate everybody bringing Kim up in this album. I hate that. I hate that the two are tied together, you know?
But you
I
hate
don't
hate giving Kim attention?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's it. Like, she put out 31 songs and you want to know about her beef with Kim Kardashian? I mean, get out of here with that. Taylor's done so much in her life besides that. But it is a great song and a very, very good memory. That was a lot of fun. I was seriously feeling bad for our Amy there for a minute until at the end she said, "Thank you, Amy." And then she came back around, because before then I was like, are we going to have to petition this song to change the name?
Or mine.
I mean, it's not about our Amy, though.
It's not. It's not in the least bit. But just
I don't feel bad for you. I mean, I don't feel bad.
I mean, it gives us the best Instagram caption of all time for your birthday next year.
Yeah, can't wait.
But just the setup for it. We all said, "Thank you, Amy." Amy's like, "I hope it's a good song." And then it's not.
I do appreciate that, you know, whatever it is actually about, like, forever that song will be a core memory for us with the podcast.
Absolutely.
A good memory.
Yeah.
A good memory, a good time. Someone on YouTube pointed out, Bree Curry said, "I don't know if anyone else has already mentioned this, but all 4 of your names were on the album somewhere."
What?
Nick, Sophia, for you, Anna.
Yes, my middle name.
Amy, and Lace for Lacey.
Where were Nick and Lace?
I do know, I remember there being Nick, something about Nick of Time or something
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
I think you're right.
Oh, not like
Yeah.
as like a proper name.
No, and I don't know where Lace was exactly, but someone pointed that out. So
Part of a full word.
yeah, that's
I mean, you have
Some
you
of
had
it.
do there is a song called "Lacey" by Olivia Rodrigo, which is very cool. But yeah, Sophia, I know I spell it Sofia, but I'll still take it. Wait,
Lacey?
yeah, Lacey. What's your,
What is your 4th favorite?
So my 4th favorite, I do have a tie. I need some representation for the second album. The surprise drop that we got that we didn't know was coming. So for number 4, I have I Hate It Here and The Prophecy. Both of those songs are just shocking, sad, can't believe it. For The Prophecy, saying that change the prophecy, I don't want money, just someone who wants my company. She is such a star and has everything seemingly on the outside. And she says, "I don't want this. I want someone who wants me. I would change in all my money for this." And that's just, oh, that hurts so bad. And then same thing with I Hate It Here. I'm there most of the year because I hate it here. And I took that line as not her disappearing inside of her head, going to better places. I'm most of the year. I'm the most streamed artist. I have the most wins. I'm artist of the year, new album of the year. I've got everything, but I hate it here because I'm tortured. How are you getting these songs from me? It's because I'm tortured. And that breaks my heart for her, that we're like, "Taylor, more. And I think that she really goes to a dark place whenever she's writing. Maybe not all the time. Maybe this was a different process for her, but oh, that just changes my opinion a little bit. And I might be interpreting that wrong, but the first time I heard it, that's what I thought. I'm there most of the year because I hate it here. She's always the most.
Amy, what's your 4th favorite?
I have, but Daddy, I love him.
Yeah.
Just the sass in that I love.
She did not hold back.
No.
And I love that.
No. And the imagery, like folklore, evermore, a little bit of imagery there. So just the clap back.
Love
great.
it. All right, Anna, what's your 4th favorite?
I have "How Did It End" at number 4, which I think, Amy, I think you said this during our live stream party, but if the double album, if it were to kind of be 1, 2, 3, 4, this would fall as track 5. It's not track 5 on the whole album, but I think it has track 5 vibes. I think it's a really interesting, look and take on, relationships publicly, privately, like just in that kind of way. And I still need to learn all the lyrics, but it is one of the things. I feel like I have a constant Tortured Poets Department mixtape in my head where I'm like, how did I get, who's afraid of little, you know what I mean? Like it's just constantly, but how did it, it's just, it stuck with me immediately. I have How Does It End? How Did It End at number 4.
All right, so I'm going to move on to my third favorite on the Tortured Poets Department, and I'm going to go with Robin. To me, at first, second, third listenings, sounds like it's about a little kid growing up, shielding them, keeping them safe and protected before they just get tainted by the world. That's what it seems to be like. And that's kind of in the phase of life that I'm in with my kids. And, her lyrics that, to me at least, seem like it's for a little kid. Way to go, Tiger, she says in the chorus, higher and higher. My kids say that every single day when we're at the park. That is the phase I'm actually hearing these words in my everyday life. And I just really kind of like that. And during our listening party, Amy said something that blew my mind. We're like, maybe this is Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's fourth child's name. Maybe. Because she has revealed their kids' names before. And I haven't seen anyone online talking about that theory, at least I haven't.
Yeah, me neither.
So I'm wondering, maybe Amy, maybe you're onto something.
Maybe.
You might be.
Also, Nick, this might add an extra layer to you specifically, but I did see some people think that it could also be about or inspired by Robin Williams.
Interesting.
You got the Dead Poets Society.
Ooh, yeah.
He was in Peter Pan.
Yep,
right?
Sure was.
He had that childlike, thing. And when you look at Robin Williams, where his life was to make people smile and to make people happy. And in reality, inside, he was so tortured. Yeah, absolutely. And if there's someone that can relate to that, it's probably Taylor, in that kind of way of you're putting on a show, but you're dying inside. We hear that a lot throughout the album. And there's just other references to, to some of his other movies and the Dead Poets Society. We joke about oh my gosh, we couldn't say the title right, but then she has
two of the actors.
Hawke, yeah, the two of the actors in the Fortnite music video. So it's the inspiration was there in some shape or form. And I think it's a very Taylor Swift-esque way to take that feeling of what Robin Williams was going through, relating it back to herself, and then even also maybe putting it in the perspective of a child growing up. Like
a silent struggle.
Yes. Yeah. Ooh, so I saw there was someone on TikTok that tagged us in a video for that, and I just thought that was fascinating.
That. Yeah. Very cool. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Perhaps you are all up in your feels. Maybe you're feeling a little tortured yourself. We would like to encourage you to talk to our friends at BetterHelp. Maybe you thrive around people. Maybe you need some more time alone. Maybe therapy can give you the self-awareness to help figure out exactly what it is that you need in your life. Therapy can help give you the self-awareness to build up a social life that doesn't drain your battery. I know that me, with my therapist, I've been able to build up boundaries, set boundaries, learn positive coping skills so I'm not just bursting at the seams with every emotion. It helps me to be able to talk to my therapist and bounce ideas and feelings off of her. Therapy isn't just for those who's experienced major trauma. It's good just to be able to talk it out with someone and have someone listen.
If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient and flexible and suited to your schedule. All you got to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
Find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Taylor Swift fan today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Taylor Swift fan.
All right, Lacey, what are we on, third? What's your third favorite, Lacey?
3. So, my third favorite is My new favorite thing to say to men who get on my nerves, it's giving me smallest man who ever lived vibes. Yes, I've already used that a couple of times. Not me being rude, me responding to rude with that. But I mean, gosh, I didn't want to love all of the sad songs because I didn't want to go back into a bad place or, remember feelings that I felt before. But you didn't measure up in any measure of a man. Oh. Ooh, in 50 years, will all this be declassified? I mean, I don't want you back. But give a message to the smallest man who ever lived.
Mm-hmm. The fact that it's give a message, I love that.
Yes. I love this song. Love it.
All right, Amy, what you got at 3?
Yes, I have So Long London. Immediately when I heard like the wedding bell, church bell, I felt vulnerable, and I want it to be affected. Whatever the song is, I want to go to that place. So I really love that song.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Anna?
At number 3, I have Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? I'm obsessed with that song. I find it very therapeutic to sing and scream. Anytime there's like a kind of like screaming section, I love that. I also just love the lyric of putting narcotics into all of my songs, and that's why you're still singing along. Because we always say like just inject the song into my veins. So I just kind of appreciate that. But yeah, honestly, Who's Afraid of Little Me was an instant favorite for me. Like, I was taking notes the night of our live stream and just using stars and underlines and not like any real like, annotations. But I think I like circled that one. It was an immediate favorite.
All right, so let's move on to our second favorite on the Tortured Poets department. I'm going to go with I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. I just love how these emotions that she was having, I love how they were presented to us. Mm-hmm. They were presented in a very upbeat, poppy, which I love, upbeat, poppy, almost careless way. The vibe is very careless and fun and carefree, but then when you listen to the lyrics, it's very sad and tragic, and she's putting her best face forward and smiling, even though she's brokenhearted and going through just the worst heartbreak of her entire life. And you can hear the dance instructor counting down the beats during rehearsal. You can hear what she's hearing in your monitors when she's on the Eras tour. You can hear people talking around like she's preparing for the biggest concert that we've ever seen, and she's sad. But she can do it because she's really good at it. Mm-hmm. She can do it. And it's just like, I love how these are such opposite things, but she somehow put them together in this song. And it's just really cool.
Try and cover my job.
Yeah, try to.
Just at the end.
Yeah.
Do you almost feel guilty being in the audience of the Eras
I did.
tour?
After I heard that, I was like, wow, I feel
bad.
And even some of the lyrics, she talks about being on stage and people screaming and stuff, I think. And it's just like, oh, that was me.
Like, I can't help.
I did that. I was a part of, is this a problem? Because if it was, I was a part of that.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
They said, fake it till you make it. And I did. How relatable is that? Just having to pull yourself together and go on whenever life is just being a bitch and you still have to get up and do it. I mean,
camera, bitch, smile.
Oh, we've all been there. Such a good song. Okay, I'm still sappy emotional and in my feels. Number 2 for me, LOML. That is a beautiful, beautiful song. Heartbreaking. You cinephile and black and white. That's the first word that I did have to look up on the Tortured Poets department. It means black and white movie. No, I'm sorry. It means someone who's fond of motion pictures is what that means. But Mr. Steal Your Girl, Then Make Her Cry. You no longer want me because it's not forbidden. Are they secondhand embarrassed that I can't get out of bed because something that was counterfeit is dead? I mean, just, all the emotion in that song. The imagery of still alive, killing time at the cemetery, wearing what was a wedding suit tux and then wearing it in the final end, and nothing is as what it seems. Just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's tragic.
All right, Amy.
Yes, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me is number 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we
The
go.
same sentiments. Yeah, the haunting instrumental is lovely.
All right, Anna, number 2.
Number 2, my 2 and 1 kind of like alter depending on my mood, but right now for number 2, I have The Black Dog. I'm obsessed with the buildup to then like you hear the buildup of the music and the instrumental for her to just scream "Old Habits Die Screaming," and I love it. Every time we get a new album, I try to listen to it in order, like the first, couple times before I can like shuffle it. Like I don't feel comfortable shuffling just yet, but I do go and listen to The Black Dog on its own sometimes. Don't tell the other songs. I think it's great, and I think it was an excellent, dare I say, like opening track to Volume 2, if that makes sense. Like it's a double album, but it's one body of work, right? So it's like kind of confusing, but for it to be like, oh my gosh, here's your surprise extra songs, and then that's the first one, I thought was just an excellent transition from everything we had just heard into, hey, like I think, in my opinion, the second half is just a little bit more like poetic, I feel like. It's just in the writing and the style of it. And so I think The Black Dog was a really good transition to that. It's also just really good. So.
It
is
is.
really good.
It really
It's really
is.
good. Did you see? I saw people posting videos of the place, the Black Dog,
Yeah, because
in London. It's an actual.
it's a pub.
It's like
right?
a pub. It looked like a pub/restaurant kind of spot. So people were
Are
showing it off.
people taking pictures of their black dog?
Oh, good question.
They should.
They really should.
I'm going to London this summer, and so I already marked to go to the Black Dog.
It's a must.
It's a historical landmark.
Yeah,
now.
sure is.
I'm planning my trip to London tonight, actually.
You make sure you go mark the Black Dog.
And I'm going to have to mark that.
All right, let's move on to our favorite songs on the Tortured Poets Department. It's very hard to do, but somebody is going to come in first place. For me, number 1.
Down bad.
No, but Daddy, I Love Him.
Oh.
It was my favorite from the first time I heard it.
From the title alone.
From the title alone, I think I was already going to love this. And then just hearing it, and to me, it almost felt like a very comfortable Taylor Swift song. Like I felt like this is similar to other songs I've heard before. I feel like it has a very country vibe to it. It's not explicitly country, but just in the storytelling.
Bit of twang.
The little bit of twang in there, some of the instruments, the way just the music goes. I'm getting country vibes. And then I love right now seeing videos all over social media of people listening for the first time and hearing the line that I'm going to have his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your face. It's one of the best trends I've ever seen because these people are shocked when they hear it and they have a shocked face. And then when they hear, I'm not, but you should see your face, they start laughing. And it's like, that's probably exactly what happened in real life. Taylor was with someone that others didn't approve of, and she's getting sassy back and saying, hey, I'm going to have his baby. And her parents or her managers, whoever's were like, and she's like, I'm not, but look at your face.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
I could see that happening in real life. Old sassy Taylor coming back with this clap back. Like, really? You disapprove? Because guess what? Guess what? We already there.
And it's almost like in that song, she's like taking this relationship as a challenge. Like she has a line that says, too high a horse for a simple girl to rise above it. It's like this challenge it's almost like, but Daddy, I can fix him, or I can fix him.
No,
I
really,
can't.
I can.
Really, I can't. It's almost like, okay, this is almost impossible for me to do. This horse is too high for me to even climb on. But I'm going to figure it out. We're going to do this. And maybe it doesn't work out in the end. But I just love the rebellious nature of the song.
Yeah.
And just kind of the angst and the tone she's taking with people. And she's like, no, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah, and I love
Forget
that. Like,
you.
I'm glad that she's kind of just taking that stance because, like, she is obviously a very public figure, but no matter what she does or who she dates, everyone has an opinion, and everyone's sharing that opinion. And it's like, man, can you just like let her? She's like, let me make my own mistakes, please. Like, I love the line where she says like, my name is my own to like disgrace. Yeah, it's like. Yeah, like we've all had situations where maybe our friends are like, hey, that's a bad idea. But it's like, okay, but I need to learn from my mistakes. Like people really put her at like such a high pedestal. Is that what it's called?
On a high
Up on a pedestal.
Yeah, and I feel like in this song, she's had enough.
I think the last thing that solidifies this for me is the line early in the song. It says, "Clutching their pearls."
Yeah, that is very
Clutching
good.
their pearls. That's a lot. That is a song for me.
I looked at you beaming the minute that I heard that, Nick.
Yeah.
Sure did.
All right, Lacey, what's your favorite song on the Tortured Poets Department?
She's
Today.
still deciding.
Today, as of today, right now.
No,
Could
I thought
change.
it was obvious. It's been my favorite all along. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me?
Mm-hmm.
Love it. I had a feeling I was going to love that song. I thought it was going to be exactly what it is, that you don't take me seriously. You're not listening to what I say. As Anna mentioned before, putting narcotics in all of my songs, and that's why you're still singing along. Talking
love that
about
line.
levitating down the street. Like, she's listening. She knows what people are saying, and she's turning it all right back around. I am what I am because you made me. Because you lured me. You hurt me. You taught me. You caged me and then called me crazy. Oh, I love, love, love this song so much. This is the repeat for me. I can't get enough of it. I love it. The cinematic elements in it, the music, the words. I mean, she paved the way for other people. She's taken so much crap and still gets up because I can do it with a broken heart. I mean, I love this song. Love this.
My number one song, The Prophecy. Songwriting is top tier. And it reminds me of Invisible String.
All right. Anna, what is your favorite track?
I actually have the same favorite as one of y'all's. The Prophecy. I kind of feel like it's the Dear Reader of this album, and like the songwriting. And I think it just makes me, it's just heartbreaking, like she has everything that any person could want, but she's like, I don't, like, I've been on my knees, change the prophecy, don't want money, just someone who wants my company. And I love the way that it flows, like, it's an earworm, and it hurts me a lot to know that this is how she's feeling, because I just love her so much, and it kills me that this is how she feels. And so and like you said, the songwriting is just, it's something else. So yeah, the prophecy for sure. I saw someone online being like, the prophecy is for like the mirror ball, like girlies, like that. If that's the one that you lean to, it's like, you should check on yourself. But I love that we have the same one.
Yeah.
So that'll be,
And that's just today.
yeah. I'm interested to see how this goes after we break down all 31.
It's a lot.
Ask me in a year when that's over, and we will.
One of our listeners reached out to me on Instagram, Tommy Williams, and he did the insane task of ranking every single song. So he has 1 through 31.
Oh, I thought you were going to say her whole discography.
1
There is a
through
website where you
31.
can do that.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
And I think Swift Alerts does it as well.
Yeah, I think so.
For the rankings. But yeah. So Tommy, I thought that was incredible. Also remind me of last album, Midnight's. Amy ranked all of them.
I did.
Yeah.
And your least favorite was Paris.
It was.
I won't forget.
So I'll give his top 3: Down Bad, The Albatross, and Black Dog.
Oh, good choices.
Yeah, were his favorite 3. But gosh, just what an album.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to listen to it some more. I can't wait to talk about it even more. I can't wait to talk about it with our Swifties at Swifties in the Park this weekend.
Oh my God, yeah, that's right around the corner.
We've discussed doing some Finish the Lyrics. I don't know. There's so many lyrics now.
It's gonna be
I
pretty tough.
don't. Yeah, I don't know.
It'd have to be like the catchy part. Who's afraid of? But we're super excited. This upcoming Saturday, April 27th, we are going to be hosting Swifties in the Park at Grandscape in the Colony, Texas from 2 to 5 p.m. So we can just talk all about the album with each other. We're going to do a live podcast. We have some really cool giveaways that that we're excited about. And we're also going to have a Swiftie market. We basically asked Swifties with small businesses to come and set up shop, and we're going to have a little bit of everything. We're going to have Swifties who have like their own fan merch, like t-shirts, tote bags, hats, things like that. We're also going to have a flash tattoo artist. Mm-hmm. We're going to have, I believe, a painter.
A painter, I think, is going to be coming, a watercolor
and
painter.
A bubble house.
A bubble house. What is a bubble house?
You'll find out.
Come check it out.
So we're super excited. You can get tickets at the13podcast.net. The link is in all of the bios of all of our social medias. The13podcast.net. You'll just see it there. Tickets are $13. It's all ages. Bring your picnic blankets and friendship bracelets, but you cannot bring any outside food or drink.
Mm-mm.
It's going to be so much fun. We have Mana from Claws Out Comedy. Her and some friends are going to do some Swiftie comedy.
That'll be so cool.
She's so cool. I'm a very big fan of her. So to have her come to our event, just what an honor. I love everything that she stands for, this comedian. I mean, I really do. She supports people. Yeah, she's just a good woman like that. So very excited to see our friends out and about. I saw some questions on Instagram asking if we're going to be like out in general public mingling with people. Yeah, we do that.
Talk. Oh yeah.
Every time.
It's only going to be during like our live podcast part where we're going to tell people to like come on stage and play games and stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely be there to hang out and talk and stuff, and we'll see if even by then if our favorites have changed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they will, for sure.
Okay. Ready to talk some more tortured poets?
Always.
I've got some stuff to share from TikTok. So, Hey, It's Moog pointed this out, and it's definitely giving tortured.
One of my favorite Taylor music videos is the Ready For It music video, because it shows that the person that we root for is not the real Taylor Swift, and Taylor has often, and if you've listened to my podcast, I've talked about this, Taylor often alludes to the fact that there's a difference between Taylor Swift the person and Taylor Swift the brand, and both of those things are intertwined. She can't separate them. However, the new music video for Fortnite, her and Post Malone are the same person. So the real her is being tortured by the brand her. In order to be Taylor Swift the brand, Taylor Swift the person must suffer. And I just think it's so interesting that she continues to allude to that, which brings us back to the archer, the centaur, simultaneously the hunter and the prey. Like, her mind.
That makes so much sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
That makes so much sense.
Smart.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for pointing that out.
And that's just devastating. That makes me feel bad for wanting more and more and more from her. And then to stop and realize how much it does take out of her. And I think that's why I freaked out at the end of Manuscript the first time, because she's saying, now it's not my story anymore, it's yours. And I'm like, oh, are you quitting? Are you retiring? Because I think that's just like a secret fear of mine, is the day that she is going to call it quits. But I want her to be happy. And that hurt. Kristen M.13 found parallels in both So Long London and So Long High School.
Can we talk about how genius Taylor is for the lyric parallels on these two songs? First of all, just look at the names. So Long London versus So High School. It's the same exact number of letters. It's a so followed by a 4-letter word followed by a 6-letter word. But the lyrics in So Long London, she's talking about how mad she is that she gave away all her youth. Like, she wasted like 6 years. And in So High School, she talks about being so in love and so happy that she feels like she's a high schooler again. It's like young love. Also, So Long London is a track 5, and So High School is the track 6 of the anthology. It's track 22 overall, or it's track 6 of just the anthology part. So she's following up a track 5, the life that she had in track 5, with the track number 6.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah.
And that's the whiplash that we like to talk about. The track 5, deep emotional, and then the track 6 usually is something more carefree and different after such an emotional ballad.
These Swifties are so smart.
I know.
I know.
Just the smartest. Mike_Yuchi brought up something very interesting about Taylor's exes.
No, because you see, you guys are all forgetting the best part about the new Taylor Swift album and all that's going on with it. And that is, with this debate, is it Joe, is it Maddie? It doesn't matter, because two options are possible now. Either Maddie Healy had a bigger influence in a month time frame with Taylor Swift than Joe did, or Joe Alwyn is a lot more like Maddie Healy than you motherfuckers want to admit.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. People were wondering, kind of separating the album into who she was talking about, and kind of taken aback that a lot of the album is about, seemingly, is about Matt Healy. But now we're realizing that they had more of a situationship than we knew of before, that possibly a lot of songs are tied to him that we didn't realize before. One fan, Chrissy Flynn Harper, said, I think Death by a Thousand Cuts was one of the first of many Taylor Swift songs that she secretly wrote about Maddie. Every album since then has had songs on him, or songs about him on it. Cardigan, Ivy, The One, Right Where You Left Me, the list goes on. I think Mastermind is about Taylor telling Maddie all of the songs that were about him, and he smiled and said that he knew the whole time.
Interesting.
And yeah, that's just interesting. I saw fans say that Joe Alwyn got the Calvin Harris treatment.
Sure, yeah, not really talking about him much.
Yeah, that after such a long relationship, she's just like, bye. But there are several songs.
I kind of struggle with that, though, as like, I think we're learning a lot about her relationship with Maddie Healy, but I think it wasn't just a 2-week relationship.
No.
It was a 10-year-long situation, back and forth kind of thing. And while maybe, yeah, she was, hinting at him or sent or whatever in other songs, like, I almost don't want to rewrite the history of, like, she said Death by a Thousand Cuts was written inspired by a movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to go back and look at her entire discography and make everything about him when she told, like, at times when she told us what songs were about. You
And
know what I
Folklore
mean?
and Evermore were fictional.
Yeah, and so it's like, maybe there were ties, maybe there were certain lyrics, maybe there were, whatever. And yeah, I think it's totally fine to go back and listen to things through a different lens, but I also don't want to suddenly make her entire discography about this one guy.
Sure, agreed. But who knows? Who knows? It is interesting to think about. I'm with you. I don't want to rewrite history.
Mm-hmm.
We still, Lover doesn't have to be in the denial category if you don't want it to be. Lover can still be real. And Kira Asylum, I think is how you would say this on TikTok, picked up on this. Amy, this one is for you, and it may cause you to scream into the sky. We will see.
Folklore Evermore stands. I fear we may have some beef with Taylor because in Guilty as Sin, she says, I keep these longings locked in lowercase inside a vault. Folklore Evermore, the whole aesthetic is lowercase writing, and we only got 1 bonus track for Folklore and 2 for Evermore. There is no way when she was like locked up during the pandemic that there aren't more vault tracks. Yeah. Now we know where they are, and it's totally fine. Like, Taylor can keep them locked up as long as she wants, but like, don't tell us that you're keeping them locked up, because now I know that they exist and I want them.
That's pretty funny.
It is. And I'm thinking, like, how many songs did she come out with? She had given us 31 for the anthology, but there's so many more that we will never see. It's insane. I mean, for this time frame.
Right.
And then turning to the Google voicemail, our phone number is 214-689-1313. 214-689-1313. A lot of people checking in, wanting to talk after the Tortured Poets department. And up first, let's hear from Holly.
Hi, 13 Podcast. My name is Holly. I'm calling from Pennsylvania. First of all, I just wanted to check on Amy. I think you guys know what I mean. So thank you, Amy. That's all I will say about that. What a shocker. Anyway, I am so excited to hear you guys talk about the Tortured Poets department. There is so much to unpack here, and I have so many questions, and I am just on the edge of my seat waiting for you guys to dissect every single episode, even though it's going to take us half a year probably. I don't know how you're going to pick a favorite. I can't wait to see what your top 5 are, because this album is just amazing. So I hope you've been enjoying it. Can't wait to hear from you guys. Thanks. Bye.
Oh, that's
That's
sweet.
nice.
Thanks for checking in.
Thank you, Holly. We also heard from our friend Taylor. Taylor left us a voicemail.
Hey guys, my name is Taylor. I'm from Central Texas. I have been listening to y'all's podcast for like 2 years now. Anyways, love it. It's incredible. But I am just completely speechless, first of all, of Taylor's new album. I enjoyed live streaming the event with you guys. I loved seeing y'all's reactions, and then I was trying not to wake up my entire house by laughing when we got the song Thank You, Amy, and then y'all's reaction to the song with Amy. It was such a blast, and I really enjoyed that you guys did that for us as little lobsters. So not only is Taylor's new album just absolutely incredible and speechless, and she's, wow, speechless, really, but she has the same album, the full-length album that she has in a clean version, and I have listened to the entire clean version because I'm like, well, maybe it's just the same songs, but just no curse words. Like, it's just not beeped out, but there's just no words there. No, she has rewritten those entire songs to allow people to listen to her songs in a clean way with no curse words. And it's just as beautiful. I mean, of course, Down Bad is not like as slappy in the face as it is the original version, but it's so good. I'm so thankful that she did that and that she took the time to re-record those exact same songs in a clean version for people who don't want to listen to it with curse words, or want to listen to it with children in the car, whatever it may be. Anyways, yeah, give the clean version a try because it's just as good. Anyway, love you guys. Hope to visit with y'all and hear from y'all soon. Bye.
I've done the clean version. I've listened to it because just like she said, I've listened to it with like my kids if it's just on in the house. I'm going to put that one on.
Oh, so I haven't listened to the clean version.
I'm not listening to it loud enough to hear all the differences. Like it's just background noise, like while my kids are like doing a puzzle, I'll put it on while I'm cooking dinner or whatever. So I'm not really like listening super hard to it. So I haven't noticed all of the differences yet. But yeah, listen to the clean version.
Yeah, I started it accidentally. I didn't realize it was the clean version.
That's
it was fine.
Yeah. It's funny because I didn't, for a while, I mean, like years ago, I want to say it was with like Folklore maybe, or maybe Evermore. Like I didn't realize that because I never listened to the clean versions, and I didn't realize that she did that she like altered the lyrics for them to still flow and still work. Because a lot of artists just kind of, it just bleeps out and like skips over it. But she changes it, and I didn't notice. And I honestly think I want to say I was listening to like Ivy, and it was like the clean version on accident, and I like, I said, excuse me?
You're wrong.
I was like, wait, that's not the words. Like, what are you doing? And then I realized I was listening to the clean version. I was like, oh.
Oops.
I wish I would have thought of that whenever we were on Merritt Street mornings.
Well, yeah, but yeah, you still had a great answer, though. Your point is still very true.
Yeah, but it is nice that she takes that into consideration. And what I was thinking is I listen to Doja Cat all the time. And I know people's kids who listen to Doja Cat. Like if you're listening to that and it's just, it can all be adult content. And what are you filtering for your children? That's up to you, what you want to allow for your children to hear or not.
Yeah, it's not Taylor's job to raise your kid. If you don't want them to listen to it, then don't let them listen to it.
Yeah. And one more final voicemail. Thank you for that, Taylor. We have some besties that love to listen to us together, and I want to hear what they have to say.
Hi, 13. I'm Julie, and I'm 13 years old, and I'm Tessa, and I'm 15. We live across the street from each other, and we love listening to your podcast together, especially when we're cleaning my room, which is a lot. We went to Seattle night 2 of the Eras Tour together, and our surprise songs were Tied Together with a Smile and Message in a Bottle. I love both of those songs so much. I'm going to Vancouver night 1 with my family, and we have floor seats. I'm really excited. We love the Tortured Poets department, and all the songs are so good. Right now, my favorite songs are Guilty as Sin and the title track. And mine are My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys and The Bolter. We love your podcast and our lobsters for life. Yes, please release the lake video.
What a great voicemail.
That was the sweetest thing I've ever heard. I actually have tears in my eyes. That was so sweet.
They
that
did
was
a great job preparing.
They
what
wrote it
were gonna
out.
say.
That was
Yes.
precious.
That was one and done. That was no edits. That was them.
That was precious.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Lobsters. That was
it.
so. Just love you both, and thank you for listening to us together. And I would love to see your reaction after you listen to this episode. I want to know what you think after hearing you on this podcast. Thank you for everybody for calling up and contributing with us. We've just had such a whirlwind of a few days and still processing all of it and just living our tortured lives right now. So I think a question we kind of need to get to, if I can put us on the spot for a second.
Yeah.
What are our plans moving forward? Are we going to continue with 1989? Are we going to put 1989 on pause for a minute? What are we thinking?
I would just assume we finish 1989 and then get into Tortured Poets when we can.
I was
Right.
kind of thinking that we would just kind of do it simultaneously in a
Okay.
way, and we're in our era's era where I think we can finish the song breakdowns of 1989 but still continue doing Swifties about the Tortured Poets department, and then when we're done with the song breakdowns of 1989 get into the song breakdowns of Tortured Poets. You know what I mean? But I feel like there's going to be so much still that we're going to want to talk about the Tortured Poets department.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I don't know, that's up for discussion,
Yeah.
I'm sure. That was just what I was thinking, but I don't know.
Thoughts from y'all on this side of the room? Lacey, you want to abandon 1989?
No. I don't want to abandon it, nor do I want to rush through it. But I am very excited to talk about Tortured Poets as well. So I mean, I'm up for anything. I think kind of like Anna's saying, we're still going to be doing Swifties. I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's such an exciting time right now. I don't know what direction to go. So I was just curious.
Yeah, me personally, I would prefer to just kind of keep the train moving like it normally does. It's wonderful. It's happened a couple times when
It
she
lines
drops
up.
an album and we just so happen to be like a week away from ending an album breakdown. But I don't want to rush through 1989,
Agreed.
one of her best albums, just to continue with the momentum that's going to last for another 2-3 weeks of Tortured Poets. You know what I mean? Just like public
Yeah.
fervor.
Well, and that's why I was
for
saying
it.
we could still do Swifties.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
to still talk about like what everyone's talking about, if there's a new trend, if there's another music video, things like that. But we still do. But we want to dedicate the song discussions to
Yeah.
like the song
Yeah.
breakdowns. I did see someone say that. They were like, you guys, I already know when we're going to get Reputation, Taylor's version. It's 31 weeks after the 13 podcast starts breaking down the Tortured Poets department.
Wouldn't that be great?
Could you imagine? I just thought that was really funny.
Uh-huh.
Also, sorry, Evermore.
Yeah. Yeah. Even in some of the comments on our social media during the live,
Yeah.
when we were broadcasting live, our reactions, and then the second part of this album came out, a couple people said, sorry, everyone.
We're never going to get to Evermore.
Never, ever.
It's so funny.
Amy, what do you think?
Yeah, as long as the last half of 1989 doesn't become the next Evermore, I think we should
Yeah, no,
give
I don't
them
think-
at the attention it needs.
Right. I don't think we put it off.
No.
I think,
Yeah, I like the plan. Yeah, let's do it.
And something I forgot to mention, I'm kind of confused. So help me imagine that, me being confused. So help me out. We had Record Store Day on April 20th. The record was released. Tortured Poets Department was released on the 19th. The 20th was Record Store Day. I thought Stevie Nicks released a poem in those copies on Record Store Day only. But then I read a story earlier that said in the physical copies that were sent out. But regardless, Stevie Nicks, whose name dropped in Clara Bow, also shared a poem that she had written in copies. I'm just unsure which one. And I want to say she also shouted out Taylor before very recently, saying like, you're on your own, kid, really put her back in her feels. But I thought that was really cool that Stevie Nicks and Taylor Swift together.
Pretty sweet.
I wonder if we'll ever
Yeah.
get a physical version of the second half of the album.
I don't know.
Because we don't right now, but we didn't with Midnights for a long time either.
Right.
So, I don't know.
All right. We have now talked for longer than the first edition of the Tortured Poets Department. So far, not as long as the Anthology just yet. But thanks so much for joining us for our discussion on this. We can't wait to see everybody out at our event this Saturday, Grandscape in the Colony, Swifties in the Park. It's going to be a lot of fun. Get your tickets, the13podcast.net. And I have no idea what song we're breaking down next, but...
This Love.
This Love. We're doing This Love. We're doing
We
This
have been
Love.
teasing that one for a minute.
All right, see you then.
Thanks for listening. The 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.